Hey guys, what's up? It's Addie, and today I'm going to be doing 10 different steps that I do every time I film and edit a video. So I thought this would be a helpful video for you guys, just explaining the equipment I use, how I edit, some random little hacks, and lots of different things like that. So if you guys enjoy this video, make sure to give it a huge thumbs up and comment down below if you have any more questions. I would love to answer them for you, as well as following us on Instagram, which we changed our username. So if you were following us before, it's now at Addie and Abbie. So you can find it there. And without further ado, let's just go ahead and get started. Okay, so first things first is the camera that I use. So this camera is literally the most basic YouTuber camera you can ever find. So I use the Canon T3i, and I got this camera like 2 years ago, but I also film, so the video I'm filming right now is using, my mom is a photographer, and she has the Canon 7DD, which I love that camera, the one I'm using right now, because it has autofocus, and so it will follow my face as I move, and it's super helpful, and it has really great quality. But if I can't use that, then I end up using this camera. I would say about this one, it's a great camera for YouTubers, for starters, for anything like that, but definitely do not stick with the kit lens. So the lens I have on here is the 18 to 135 millimeter. I also have 50 millimeter 1.8. I really like that one, so I do photography as well. It takes really good pictures, and it has a flip out screen, which is the most helpful part of the camera. And so this one has really good video and pictures, so I definitely recommend it for someone who's starting out or just wanting to make YouTube videos. And the next step is getting a tripod. So for years I never had a tripod, and funny story, it was actually, my mom has had this tripod that I'm using right now in a closet, and I just didn't know she had it. So I've been making videos, and I became a master at setting up things or finding random objects to be able to put my phone on, because I used to film on my phone, and so I would like put random objects together and kind of put it together to make a tripod. But I definitely recommend getting a tripod. It's a lifesaver. This one I think was like $60 or $70, but I've literally been using it since like 2014, so it's been 4 years and it's still great. It's really lightweight. It's just a Dynex tripod. It's very easy to close up open, so that's why I really like that one, and I definitely recommend getting one because it really makes everything a lot easier. But you also can do without it if that's not something you can afford. Then it definitely works if you just want to set your phone or camera on different things. Okay, the fourth step is having good lighting. So I don't have any artificial lighting. I just use I have two windows. So I have one over here and I have one over here, because if you see this lamp behind me, this lamp is yellow lighting, so it's not really white lighting. So I don't like to use that. I keep my lights off, and then I just try to film always in the daytime, during an afternoon time when the sun is high and there's lots of good lighting. If you're filming outside, I definitely recommend filming in the morning, actually, because the afternoon will be too harsh if you're filming outside. But when filming inside, though, natural lighting is best. If you don't have a window, you can definitely buy some artificial lighting for like $50, $60. I haven't bought any. I've wanted to, but I haven't, because I just have these two windows, so I didn't think I really needed it. But you definitely can buy it if you want something like that. Next part is SD cards. So recently in February, I got myself, for my birthday, I bought myself a 64 gigabyte card. When you get an SD card for your camera, you want to get one that has a lot of space on it if you're shooting a lot of video. I do photography and video, so I'm shooting clients' pictures and I need a lot of room on them. So you can definitely buy those on Amazon. At your cheapest place is going to be Amazon. They sell them at Target, Best Buy, places like that, but those places are going to be a little bit higher priced. If you can get them online, that is the best place to get it. So I think mine was around $25 to $30 to get the 64 gig. And how I import my stuff is, my MacBook actually doesn't have an SD card slot, so I bought a converter for it, and I put the SD card in, and then I import it right into my computer. I put it on a folder separate for the video, so if I was making this video, then I would have how I film and edit video, and I would put all the footage right into there, and I would send myself audio clips over and any overlays or anything I want to put in the video. And then I will just import that folder into Final Cut Pro, rather than putting in the SD card and just putting it right into Final Cut Pro, because I definitely have lost 2 or 3 videos to not putting it on my computer first and then putting it into the editing software. It's a lot better to do that because it's safer. So don't just directly import it into your video editor. Okay, so audio. Right now for audio, you wouldn't believe it, but I'm just using my iPhone voice memo, so it's loading right now, and I'm just using that because on my camera, my mom's camera, it has autofocus like I mentioned before, but that makes this little clicking noise, and so I like to film the audio on my phone so you don't hear the clicking noise. It's a lot cleaner, so I just have the audio right on my lap and I'm just filming with the camera, and I have the audio here, so when you're outside I have put an audio inside of my shirt, inside of my shoulder, in a pocket, somewhere like that, so you can have better audio. Even though it's just a phone, it makes a huge difference. I filmed a video once where it was up on a mountain and it was so windy. The original footage, you could not hear what she was saying at all, so you only could hear what was in the phone. It was on her shoulder, so it was picking up her voice right here, but the original footage, you could not hear anything she was saying because of the wind. So it totally saved me. It's a simple hack, it's a simple trick, whatever you want. It's super easy to use, so I definitely recommend using a phone. Number 7 is editing. So I used iMovie and I've used Video FX Live on my phone. Funny story, I used to edit on my phone. And so I use Final Cut Pro now. It took me a long time to learn how to use. Fun fact also, when I was a freshman and I first got Final Cut Pro, I just sat there crying because I couldn't understand how to use it. And I thought it was so complicated, but now it's a breeze. It's super easy to use. So I definitely recommend getting Final Cut Pro if you have the means for it. Save up for it and get that. But iMovie also works pretty well. You can use it for basics, but you can't layer things, so that's kind of a disappointing factor to that. But other than that, it's still pretty much the same, except it has a lot less features in it. But Final Cut Pro has a lot more wiggle room for different effects and things you can do with it. So I definitely recommend using that if you have a Mac. If you don't, if you have a PC, there are lots of different options. I'm not sure what they are, but there's lots of different options like Windows Movie Maker and stuff like that that you can use. Anything really works if you like to make simple videos. If you like to make a little bit more artsy, fancy edited videos, then I definitely recommend investing in editing rather than something else. Number 8, I'm going to explain how we put filters on our videos. So if you guys like when you have like a clean like filter, this is like all about color grading and stuff. So there's filters and there's LUTs. So LUTs I recently discovered, and what LUTs basically are is they take the color in your video and they color grade it. There's different like kinds of styles and filters. So think about like Instagram and how there's all the filters. It's kind of like that, like Visca or something like that. So in LUTs, I just downloaded a free pack. There are packs that you can get that are like hundreds of dollars, but I found this free one that includes 35 different kinds, and you can put those on top of your video to kind of color grade it and give it this look. If you want to put that on all your videos, make them all look uniform. And then there's also I use Lightroom to edit my pictures, so you can also, if you didn't know and you have Lightroom, you can import videos into Lightroom and put filters on them or edit them how you'd like it. So those are 2 different options for putting filters on. If you guys want, I can make a whole nother video on that. It takes a little bit of time to learn at first. So if you guys would like that, make sure to comment down below and I will create that for you guys. Okay, and the last step that should have been first is planning videos. So me and Abby have been using this strategy for years that I don't believe many YouTubers use, and that is Google Drive and using a Google Doc to plan out our videos. So we just copy in a table and we add in a table and we make a calendar and we highlight different boxes on the calendar to be different people's videos. So we'll have like my video, her video, and we can write the titles in them, and then we use this whole document to just keep, we have 2 calendars. So we have the month of June, the month of July. We plan out our videos far in advance rather than using like a notebook I know some people use, but it's especially helpful because we have 2 people on our channel, and this you can both write on at the same time. And so we both go in and write things, and we have like our channel analytics on like our subscriber accounts, and we have like videos that we've been planning. So like I used it right now to plan out this video. We use it for our video ideas that we have. We use it for so many things. So I definitely recommend. It's free using Google Docs, and you can write down everything you want for your channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a huge thumbs up and subscribe down below to see more of our videos. And I will see you guys then. Bye guys.